just can't get over it, man. It looks so much better. Morning, everybody. Chad, Doss Farms. Now we just gotta get that mess out of the way. I asked Ray what time she thought I could start running that wood chipper without waking her up. And she didn't really give me a clear answer, but we're just gonna go with about 6:30. How's that sound? What do you say, girls and boys? Fiona. Tipsy. You feeling it a little bit this morning? You feeling it? Glory. Phineas. So Tipsy's bag, I didn't really show it on camera too well yesterday, but her bag is about twice as big as it was a few days ago, which is exactly how Miss Tipsy calves. There's not a lot of mucus plug. There's not a lot of nothing. And all of a sudden, there's just bagging a baby. Did you hear that, Junebug? Maximus. Hey, buddy. What would happen if I came in there and I just jumped on your back? We still be friends? Mm-hmm. Would we still be friends? Sugar! Focus. There we go. She's just plump, man. She's just eating well. Good job, Nelly. Good job. She is not hungry, that's for sure. Well, Bunny's over there still missing the club. Wonder if I can get her up here this morning. I don't have any cubes though. And I really need her to keep eating that pasture over there. I mean, I guess I could put somebody else in it. I don't know. I could put Tipsy in there. I just don't think Tipsy will tolerate the pigs as well. MJ! What are those donkeys always eating right there in the same spot? There hasn't been hay down there in over a month. Strange. Yep, we had a whole lot of trees right here, and we said, see you later. And it looks like they did eat a lot of them. So that's awesome. Very, very cool. But I just took them down. I think we just want to open this up and keep opening it up. I know there's a burn pile or a dozer pile. Yeah, it'll be okay. But what we're most excited about was we got the last tree blocking the view, and it was a doozy. It was about a 70-footer, and it just fit in the backyard. And we know it's about 70 feet because those posts are 8 feet apart. So you got, ready? Count them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So let's call it 65 feet, give or take. We got it to fall where we needed it to, so that's good. And I tell you what, pulling it the way we did with the tractor after making the front cut, that's just something that we'll continue to do. That I don't worry as much, obviously, out here about where trees fall. Like, I just start cutting it the way it's leaning, and where she goes is where she goes. You know what I'm saying? But over here, it kind of had to go one way. And these two right here, I don't know. We'll pay somebody to do those because they really need to be climbed and then limbed. They're not going to be able to be pulled. I mean, you could pull them with the tractor, but you're going to be asking for it. And hitting the pool, big financial mistake. Hitting the house, real big financial mistake. we'll definitely be hiring somebody to do that. But the other thing too is those trees next to the house, they don't really move around a whole lot in the wind because all of our wind comes from the other side of the house, if you will, the west. So when the wind blows really, really hard, even 80, 90 mile an hour winds, if it blew those trees over, it's only going to go away from the house. Does that make sense? And honestly, as big as those trees are, as big as their root balls are, they're not just going to go, okay, they're going to slowly lean and probably be still half in the ground if they do blow over, if that makes sense. So still love this flag, man. Still waiting on the light. We have a light on it, but I'm waiting on one a little bit brighter. It's going to shoot from the ground up, solar powered as well. So while I've got the troughs filling up, cows are still up top, I wanted to show you what we did back here. We took out a lot of trees. I mean, this was covered in leaves. They really did a number on them. They did a great job. But these trees were pretty stinking big too, not gonna lie. But they're on a hill and they kind of only had one direction they could fall, so to speak. So somebody stood there and did quite a bit of work. And they don't, you know, they don't have to eat them all up. I mean, I'll let them sit here until I get to them. But that'll be just right after the tree in the backyard is gone. That's project number 1. But if it takes them a couple of days to eat them all, it takes them a couple of days. And if I get in here before they eat them all, that's okay too. Whatever they eat just helps us. Yeah, somebody pretty much ate that whole entire side of this tree right here. They really did a number on this one. So it's funny. I don't know if they can like tell which ones are dying or if they can tell, you know, I don't know if like certain ones are sweeter than the rest. I'm not sure. But they definitely will walk up to a tree and smell it and then move next to the, you know, 10 feet down and eat a different one. But you can see how high they can reach. That's over my head. But yeah, they stand here and pull those down. Or I've shown you guys where Maximus's horns, there he is. And even June's, but Maximus is in particular. Looks like June's in heat. We're gonna get a little smile from old buddy. Yep, he's cheesing over there. Can't see him, he turned the wrong direction, but see how their horns are kind of green? They're smashing all those trees down and then they eat like that. Like they literally would just fold a tree over and eat. At least I think it's cool anyway. Just very resourceful animals. We're making progress, man. Making progress, but yeah. Let me spin you around here and show you what it looks like looking from the meadow now. Look at that. So there's probably 8 or 9 trees right here. I'm gonna take out the rest of these. I'll take out some dead ones. Lily, what do you think? We got a tick on your nose. I'll get him. I'll get him. I'll get him. Hold still, I'll get him. He gone. He gone. Yep. Good morning. He's okay? He's all right? Yeah. Lucy! You growing a baby for us? You growing a baby for us? Mm-hmm. All right. Somebody asked about when Lily is going to get a jack. Well, we're working on it. Remember, Lily's not even 2 years old. She technically shouldn't be bred until she's probably 2 years old, which would be July 29th. So we got a little ways to go, a couple more months, and then we're talking to some folks that we know about working out a deal with one of their jacks, and we'll see what happens. Yeah, the more we open this up, the better it looks, the more grass everybody has. It's just awesome, man. Just awesome. Now listen, we fed a lot of hay here this year. That's why there's a lot of manure. That's why there's a lot of flies. This may come to a surprise to you guys, but I don't tell my cows where to sleep. I don't. I let them sleep wherever they want. I figure like this is their part of the property. If they want to lay in manure rolling manure, and then have flies all over them like most bulls do. Because if you didn't know, a bull's job is to breed cows and heifers, and sometimes it gets, I'm sure it's not, he doesn't take showers is what I'm trying to say. And so when you see a lot of flies on a bull, you just have to kind of understand there's things on a bull that make them attractive to flies. They kind of stink. It's just how it is. So, but take it easy, okay? If you sleep in your poop and don't take showers, flies on you too. No matter what kind of medicine or fly curtain or whatever the heck's on the market this year that people say is stopping flies. No, it's not. No, it's not. You can't stop them. Can't beat them. As long as they're not on their face. That's what I want to protect. I did read, and somebody commented last night, but I've actually read before too, that just like some humans draw mosquitoes or ticks and things like that, just the makeup, your chemical makeup, your body makeup, your blood type, whatever, the same kind of things that go on in us that attract mosquitoes versus one person to the other can happen in animals too. So I would say that there's probably something that their genetic makeup could attract more flies than a different cow. I mean, it's like taters, man. Just covered in flies no matter whatever I give him. Insecticide tag, pour on the shot, he's always got flies on him, but they're not on his face. It's just one of those things. And then his pen mate, if you will, his cellmate, how about that? MJ hardly has any on him. But if Taters is like Maximus and he sleeps in poop and isn't super clean, or every time he eats, we've all seen him, he throws feed all over himself. Why would I land on MJ if I was a fly? Tater's got food all over him. So, yep. Boy, look at that. Wow. So I've never seen the sun right there because normally there was like 2 50, 60 foot trees right here and they were blocking the sun. Help our grass grow too. Who dat? Looks like Willow is working on getting that stump out of the way for me. Atta girl. Goodness. It's just incredible, man. Incredible. And one thing too, as you watch other farmers, ranchers, again, I don't want to say creators because I'm not a creator. I don't put myself in the creator category. I'm not creating anything. I'm just vlogging my life. I happen to have a little farm ranch here. But when you see this stump that's been here since August of last year, and when you see a couple trees you think might also need to come out, which remember, I have a pole saw so we can clean those up quite a bit. Or when you tell me that I forgot to take down the dead trees I said I was going to take down a couple videos ago behind the flag. Whoever you're saying things like that to, go watch their videos from about a year ago. See what their property used to look like. Okay, don't be like that in life. Don't be like that on the internet. It's not nice. It's not becoming. It's flat out rude, to be honest. If you saw us take down that tree yesterday, after a lot of hard work, thought, and prayer, making sure it didn't hit my fence, the pool, the house, the dogs, the kids, anything, my tractor, whatever. And then your only comment was, now you just need to take down those dead trees behind the flagpole. That's not how you should approach life. I hope you don't treat your loved ones that way and people you actually know. Like somebody comes and shows you something. Like the first thing Ray asked me was, actually it said Chad, exclamation point, because she wasn't here when I cut it down. And then it said, are you okay? And I said, yes. And she said, that looks amazing. That's what she said. She didn't say, now cut up those branches, 40,000 more trees to go. She didn't say anything like that. She didn't say, hey, it'd be nice if when we looked at that flagpole over the 4th of July, if those dead trees weren't behind it. She didn't say that. Don't be like that, man. Nobody wants to hang out with people like that. I don't. I won't. I don't, and I won't. Every time I bring something up like this, there's people in the comments that say, man, you worry too much about what other people think. No, I don't. I'm educating. Okay, I'm educating. I don't care what other people think. If I did, I wouldn't be on YouTube, okay? You can't be on YouTube and care what other people think. Trust me. Many have tried, many have failed. You can't do it, okay? You will not be successful because it comes across in your videos. Help other people live life. Let them see you through me, right? All right, ladies. I'm kind of curious. Do we have an egg? No. Let's go in here and look just in case. Boy, you're a pretty bird. No. Soon enough, though. Yeah, I'm kind of curious. So some of these birds are from a February 6th hatch date, and some of them are about 2 weeks later. They say it's 4 or 5 months. Some people say 6. Listen, it totally depends on the bird's genes. Totally depends on your climate. It barely depends on what you're actually feeding them. They're gonna lay eggs. I think I have a bird's nest in my coyote. Baby or yeah, it's a baby. That's pretty cool. We're gonna leave it alone. Mom's around somewhere. We got a nest there. We got a nest there, nest there. I don't disturb them. I leave them up. So we gave my dad and mom and my brother and sister-in-law some eggs, or I'm sorry, some chickens. I'm kind of curious who's gonna get the first eggs, if you will. Like, since we all have some from our hatch from, let's say, February 6th, who's gonna get eggs first? Because that's March, April, May, June would be 4 months on the nose, June 6th. I guarantee we have an egg before June gets out. Some people will say, nah, it took my birds 6 weeks, so that's fine. I guarantee between my dad, mom, and Kyle and Shannon and Ray and I, there will be an egg in June. I guarantee it. Birds always lay sooner heading into the summer, always. That's why I've always got chicks. Like early January, February, you always get eggs in the summer. So we'll see. Am I right? Am I wrong? So let's say 4 months will be June 6th. Is that right? March, April, May, June. Yep, 5 months will be July 6th. We'll see who's right. Can we get eggs underneath 5 months?
Just want to play, Dad. I just want to play. Oh, I just want to play. Sorry, I'm wet and muddy and dirty. I just want to play.
No jump. No jump. No jump. No jump. Oscar, no jump. Get him, Willow. Get him, Willow. Oh, here come the dog experts. Don't tell one dog to get the other one. Listen, that little wiener ain't scared of nothing, and he wouldn't come out from underneath the porch. Cabela. Oh, look out. Oh, my goodness. Easy, Grandma. It's just a puppy. It's just a puppy. She knows. She's a good dog. Hey, I'm going to run this, and it's really loud, okay? Got to do it, though. Here's what we got to figure out. We do not want these wood chips in the backyard, okay? I know what you're thinking. Let me show you something here. We've got a wet spot, which this isn't, I keep saying our leach field. It's not that this is our leach field. It's that, are you hiding? What's he doing? What's he doing? We're playing hide and seek, I missed it. It's not that this is our leach field, but we have a lot of runoff. This was a naturally tapering slope that runs off, and it runs through the pink pasture, and all the way to the creek. But it does come across the leach field. It's really wet right here. I'm pretty sure that tree probably had something to do with it, or that one over there. So there wasn't much, just rolling in wood chips. But if I put a bunch of wood chips right here, all that's going to happen is this week when we're due for 2 inches of rain on Wednesday and Thursday, all those wood chips are going to be up against my fence. That's the only thing that's going to solve. So we're not doing that. I'm not going to put wood chips up against the pool because there's really no way to do it. I mean, I could aim the chute at it, but I promise you some of those wood chips are gonna go in the pool. So if you're somebody who suggested that I just blow all the wood chips up here against the pool, are you gonna let me tell Miss Ray that it was your idea? Because I ain't doing it. So the wood chips are going out. Not to mention the wood chips are actually like gonna be a lot of leaves because there's no cows in here to eat it. So it's gonna be a messy set of branches and things. I'm actually thinking I'm gonna turn the tractor to where the wood chipper's right here and we just throw all the debris out there. I think that's the best way to go. How early is it? 7 o'clock. We can start chipping. All right, let's get started. One last unobstructed look at it. So we're not super level, but there's not a great spot in the backyard to try and be level. And we just want the wood chips to leave the backyard, so I had to get as close as I could. I got the microphone on. Hopefully you can hear me. You know how that goes. Oh, spider web. You may have seen it on camera when I walked through it. Doggone it. It's right underneath the bill of my hat. That's gross. So one thing that'll be cool, as I'm working, if I leave the microphone on and the camera recording, you should be able to hear me as I'm working. Okay? Let me buck some of these. I'll be honest, as I get older, and I have a day like I did yesterday where I took out 24 trees back there, 24 trees back there, a massive one in the backyard, and the Lord blessed me and nobody was hurt. Nothing was damaged. I don't want to worry about where the camera's at and holding it and things like that just for you to watch me cut up a few limbs. So let me buck a few and tame it a little bit. Golly. And get in the, kind of get it manageable. And then I'll bring you guys back up to speed here. Hang on a second. This is a big one. Let's try and run this without bucking it, just to see what happens. Good catch. We can push the bar and rotate it, see if we can get it to fit a different way. Well, hang on. I'm all for proving that it can eat. I ain't trying to break it on purpose.
There we go. Let her rip, tater chip. I explained to you guys a couple videos ago that when we first got here, I would put limbs in and I'd stand there and watch it. And it wasn't, I mean, it was mesmerizing. It was mesmerizing to watch. That's one aspect of it. But the main thing was, I couldn't believe what it ate. I just couldn't get over it. And you'd stand there and you'd like, is that gonna go? Is that gonna go? And it just keeps sucking them in. Now I do a lot of like, set it and forget it. I ain't even worried. I know she's gonna eat. All right, let's cut this one in half. And this should be quite a show. Not these, that face of that one right there. You've seen me doing this a lot. I pick up as much as I can, just sit it right there on the mouth of the hopper. And then whatever you run through there next, it's got to eat that trash. This one's not bad. It won't even lick this. This won't be bad either. This is, I call it 7x7. Wait for it to get done. Drop it down to 1. We got a bug. That was a fly. Woo. Almost got it. That was huge. Whew. She wanted to bog down, but just crank those RPMs down and let it do what it's supposed to. Go. Let's get one more. So it's not that the wood chipper won't eat this little branch, it's that this little branch made it like 12 inches wide. I don't even know if you guys can see this, but trying to feed something through there like that, that's the equivalent of trying to run something through it that's 12 inches around. That's not made to do it. So got hung up there. All right, I hope you guys can hear me. I'm gonna see if I can cut this tree. I've got it on the forks. I'm gonna see if I can cut it down here somewhere, and then I can manage that end, but also keep this on the fork. I'd like to take this as big a log as I can out at once. I think we did it. This will be some good firewood, homies. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm still new to this, but like, why in the world would I want to take that down to 2 logs when one of them I'm not gonna be able to manage, and the rest the tractor can pick up with ease. So what I mean is, if I cut it like right here, I'm gonna have to pick this log up. I can't do it by hand. That's probably, well, it's less than 3,000 pounds because the forks are holding it, but it's probably pretty close. You gonna spot me? You gonna be my spotter? Oscar, watch out, buddy. This is a little bit out of your comfort zone for sure. Goose, you should stay on the porch, okay? I got my camera off. I haven't got the solar panel yet, but honestly, the solar panel died. It quit working. The camera hasn't been working because the solar panel's not working because it don't charge it. You know what I'm saying? This will be a real test to see how this does. I'm still gonna have to scoot down on this log though. Woo, baby, that's a big one. Oh goodness. Safety's on. Where's my saw? That'd be something, wouldn't it? It's a good one for firewood, for sure. I don't know, we get so much stinking firewood, folks, it's not even funny. Let me just put it over here for now. So as I mentioned, we've got, I think like 4 inches of rain coming this week. So this is just gonna get prettier and prettier. I put, let's say a bag is supposed to do an acre. That's roughly, like if you've got grass, a bag of seed, a 50-pound bag should do it to an acre. Clover can actually do like certain types of clover, and I'm sure there's other equations and formulas. But clover will do 25 pounds per acre. This is about 3/4 right here, the hill behind me. And I spread 2 whole bags on it. So something's going to grow, you know what I'm saying? All right, let's get these above the fence. Watch out for the saw. Let's flatten them out a little bit so we can raise them higher instead of dumping them on ourselves. That'd be something. How'd you die? Well, I cut down a 70-foot tree and then died moving an 8-foot log. Wiener better stay on the porch. This may really get some of you guys, but between my dad, my brother, and me, we've got like, what is it, 70 some acres of trees, okay? We're not in need of firewood. It ain't gonna hurt nothing to burn it. And honestly, the trees I took down in the cow pasture are better for firewood. Not that this isn't, I get it. I will say this, if you're on the fence about burning wood and you have plenty of wood, you're on the fence about whether you should use this log or that log, I don't think I would burn a tree in my house for the pretty smell that was growing in my leach field. I'm just saying. Maybe some of y'all like the smell of your own but I do not. Okay? I've got 3 boys. I've wiped butts for at least 16 years of my life. I know what it smells like. I don't need to burn it in my house. I ain't ever seen a dung flavored candle. I guess it wouldn't be flavored. Wouldn't be flavored, be scented. Nobody eats candles, weirdo. Especially dung flavored. What do you think, bird? What do you think, dog? You lick? This lemonade. You want some lemonade? Here. Is lemonade good? You're like, what the heck is that? Man, oh man, that looks good. I mean, it's like it was never there, except for that massive tree trunk. Yep. Now we're ready to hook up the stump grinder. I got one there, one there, one there, one there, and there's a couple more over on the other side, but not today. Today it was just accomplishing making that tree disappear. I have no regrets. I think it looks amazing. Just imagine when that's really green here in the next few days. I cut it pretty short, but like I said, we've got 2 inches of rain coming this week. 9:02. Yeah, buddy. We've got a special little boy having a birthday party today. All our boys are special, but today is that boy's little birthday party. That little boy's birthday party with his friends and stuff. So we're gonna get ready for that. Amen, amen, and all God's people said, right? Look out. Pump the brakes. All right. God bless you guys. See ya. I really hope the microphones worked. I guess we'll find out.